Call the meeting to order. Would you please join us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Just real quick, Rachel, you want to do roll call? Getting a little frog.
Councilmember Larson,
Yes.
Councilmember White. Present. Councilmember Dan Hahn,
Present.
She's coming in.
Say it right now.
Council President Cox. Councilmember Stubble,
Present.
Councilmember Josh Hahn,
Present.
Mayor Richardson.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
A second.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Larson, second by Councilwoman Cox. Approve the agenda as presented. Any concerns or questions on it? If there isn't, I'll call for the question. Councilman Jay Hahn.
Yes.
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 Yes, we'll move on to communication from the floor. If you're gonna talk, I know it's the same drill, but I'm supposed to read it. Approach the microphone, state your full name for the record. This meeting and comments are electronically recorded. All comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Is there any public comment from the floor? Since there's none, move on. We'll go right into new business. Item A is author mayor to sign a notice of award for construction contract for Bishop Roundham Water and Street Improvement. Can we get a motion in a second and we'll have discussion?
So moved. Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Cox, second by Councilman White. Okay, Regine.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Thank you for having a special meeting to get this done in time to retain our ARPA funds. So that is what this is about. We did change the bid date to give some of the bidders more time with the following results. 71 Construction gave us a bid for $756,103.05. Alexander Excavation submitted a bid for $451,441. I put in your packet today a recommendation from the engineer of record suggesting that we award this to Alexander Excavation. I will let you know that that 451 amount is slightly less than the engineer's estimate, pretty rare these days. And that the ARPA grant we're trying to put it under fully covers that amount. So if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Questions for Regine? Okay. Since there is none, we'll call for the question. Councilman Larson.
Yes.
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 Yes. Moving on to item B. Authorize the mayor to sign a clean water state revolving fund loan agreement between the Wyoming State Loan and Investment Board and the city of Lander. CW 206. Can I get a motion in a second? We can have a discussion.
So moved.
Get a second?
Second.
The motion by Councilman Cox, second by Councilman Hahn. Second, discussion. Regine?
Thank you, Mayor. Shari left me with a lot of paperwork that I can interpret if you guys have questions for me. She discussed this. The reason there's 4 individual items is because the clean water revolving loan and the drinking water revolving loan are 2 separate loan documents. And then there is 2 separate interest or loan origination fees for each one. But if you have individual questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Questions? None?
Mary,
Go ahead.
just a very minor point, and this is probably from OSLI, but some of the documentation talks about the city of Gillette, and the parties and pricing that, great.
I caught that during the review and asked them to change it. I guess it hadn't been changed yet.
Perfect.
Oh, it has been
And it
changed,
has
but-
been, and perhaps I put the wrong documentation in the Dropbox, so.
Sorry to bring up the minor thing, but just want to get that,
But
not
thank
go to
you.
them.
Thank you. We'll check before the mayor puts his John Henry on there that all those ones are gone.
We read it over.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah. That would be. Okay, and the call for the questions, since there's no other questions, you were done. Councilman Jehan,
Yes.
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 yes. All right, item C. Approval and authorize the mayor to sign a drinking water state revolving fund loan agreement between the state of Wyoming and the Investment Board and the city of Lander, DW 259. A motion to second, have discussion.
Move to approve.
A motion by Councilman Larson, second by Councilman Hahn. To approve, Regine, I think you got all that stuff.
I was just saying if there's any questions on any of these, I can answer them.
Questions? I think we all got them, so. Okay. Since there isn't, I'm gonna call for the question, Councilman Larson.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item D, authorize the mayor, in the payment of amount 84,823.46 loan originated fee for DW 259 and a payment of 141,138.44 loan origination fees for CW 206 for the amount of 225,961.90 to the office of the State Land Investment Board. Can I get a motion in a second?
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Larson, second by Councilwoman Cox. Open for discussion. Regine has that information also.
Same story.
Okay. You got a question, Councilman Hahn? Oh, okay, I'm gonna call for the question. Councilman Larson.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item E. Approval of resolution 1346, exempting the Fremont County Pioneer Museum property from the open container provision for the city ordinance 2-2-12. I can get a motion second, we can have discussion. I think we've done this before.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Cox, second by Councilman Jay Han. To approve, second reading, not second, never mind. Got a little stuffy head, so. So anyway, Rochelle, that's who I was looking for.
So last year, the council approved a resolution exempting the Pioneer Museum areas from the requirement to come in and ask for an open container permit for celebrations, people that rent for weddings, things of that nature there. We were doing them fairly frequently. You did it for a year and that would expire November 1st. I thought it was the end of November. And when I pulled it up to work on it, I went, oh, it's quicker than I thought. So I threw it on as a draft for council's input. I am unaware of any problems that has caused in the last year, and even did reach out to Randy Wise and Scott Getz, and they were unaware of any issues either. I did email the chief. He's not aware of any either. So whatever the council wants to do, I just put it on there for your consideration, considering the short time frame.
There.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for doing the check-in due diligence on the events. It's certainly an important place for lots of different celebrations. Is there any benefit to doing it longer than a year? I mean, other than efficiency.
You wouldn't have to renew it as frequently or consider
Right.
renewing it as frequently?
Would there be concerns about like not being able to revoke it or check in if it was a longer term?
It's my belief without, as I stand here today with doing absolutely no research, that the city could revoke a resolution at any
Yeah,
time if
okay.
they wanted to.
I mean, I don't feel strongly, but I think I would defer to you, Rochelle, like, as we do this kind of housekeeping stuff, I can imagine there's opposition to stopping weddings from having open containers there. Would you prefer to have it be a 3-year term or something?
I would be happy to record that the council made an amendment and change the resolution appropriately if that's the decision you'd like to go. I see no issue today with doing that. I think the museum would be happy, and having had no issues, even or the Brew Fest was there, and I'm not aware that was an issue either. People were not spilling into the soccer fields and disrupting the high school or impeding traffic on Main Street that I'm aware of.
I would be curious what council thinks about that. Yeah.
Go ahead, discussion.
I don't have a problem. I just had one question. If you happen to say you set it for 5 years and somewhere between 0 and 5 years, you had a problem, can you readdress this and make corrections?
You can always make a motion to amend it at some point.
Thank you.
Councilman White.
Thank you, Mayor. My question isn't so much about the term of this, although, I mean, informally, I would think that having a more regularly renewing is going to be an impetus to make sure that things are going well. But to me, that brings up the question of under what circumstances would we revoke a license? Do we have that well clarified in our language and our permits or anything that that would make it an easier black and white decision as opposed to you're not being responsible? That's so vague. So that might be a conversation for another time for that, but that's what your question brings to my mind, Councilperson Stubble, about it. So, but I wouldn't be opposed to a 3-year permit.
Better make sure we have everything in place to revoke it. Have to have Adam come up and draft something so we could revoke that. If we have to anytime.
Just for clarification purposes, we are not granting an open container permit to the museum. We are waiving that requirement under our ordinance. So at any time, the council could come in and say, we are no longer waiving it. I don't think by saying, we got 3 years. Now, what those circumstances and criteria may be, certainly fair game and something you may want to know, but you're waiving the requirement for anyone to come in and request an open container permit. We're not granting a 3-year open container permit.
I don't have a problem with 3 years.
I think, Mayor, then I would move we amend resolution 1346 to end on November 1st, 2028 instead of 2025.
Second?
Okay. Got a motion by Councilman Stubble to amend the resolution 1346, second by Missy White. Any more discussion? I'll call for the question. Councilman Jehan?
Yes.
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 Yes. Now we need to turn around and vote on the other one, right? So we already have a motion in a second. So.
Move to approve the,
Move. We already did it.
we don't have to,
We had a motion in a second already.
but now do we have to
We
approve
just-
the amended?
We just approved the
Resolution.
amended.
I think we approved the amendment.
You voted on the amendment. Now you have to vote on the original one as amended.
Yeah, so I would move to approve resolution 1346 as amended.
Okay, a second.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman White, second by Councilman Hahn. To approve the amendment as it was on our agenda, so. The 3-year contract. Call for the question. Question, Councilman Larson.
Yes.
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 Okay. It's that time of night. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight in this snowy blustery day.
This is
For
world
the
record.
meeting. So for us, it is. So we'll take it. So on that note, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
Second?
motion by Councilwoman. Councilman Larson, second by Councilwoman White, and third by Councilwoman Stubble. So we'll call for the question, Councilman Jehan.
Yes.
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 Yes, and please be safe on Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meeting is adjourned.
They could make-
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.